It's news time. Information is power. The current, the news headline 2023 Wike is not competent for president. The news in full. The All Progressive Congress (APC) has come out to say that Governor Wike is not fit to be the president of the country. The Ahoada West axis of the All Progressive Congress also described Wike as an incompetent politician who does not know how to manage resources. APC stalwart and leader in Ahoada West, Ajasin Vincent, made this known to our correspondent while reacting to call by some persons on governor to contest 2023 presidential election. He said Wike is only announcing monies used in project execution, but he is not telling Rivers people how much the state is generating. Wike is the only governor that would rather spend the state money on relevant projects and allow the state retirees to die as a result of non-pension and gratuity payments. Such a man that values physical projects than human lives should not be allowed to lead our country. Before Wike's assumption of office as governor, his predecessor made medical care free for pregnant women and the elderly and those with emergency cases, but Wike came and destroyed all. Bursary that used to encourage our students to take pride in their academic studies has not been paid since Wike came into office as governor. How can he, that is Wike, be fit for president when the welfare and well-being of students, retirees, and pregnant women and the elderly are not his focus? Look at how he sacks his commissioners like trash, which means that he, that is Wike, does not have regard for employees. The stalwart also said that Wike can only succeed in fooling Rivers people to emerge their governor, adding that if he tries, same at presidency, he will fail so woefully. And these were the words of the APC stalwart in Rivers State to Wike, saying that leadership, that they do not know, at a particular point in time, even Wike himself says that they do not know whether Buhari takes decision at all, where Rivers State Governor Wike queried the leadership of the federal government, saying that they don't know whether they have a president that takes decision. The Rivers State Governor also, who on a Saturday said that he was paying a special New Year visit to Bauchi counterpart, Governor Bala Mohammed, noted that his purpose of visit to Bauchi was to forge a way out from the myriad of challenges facing the country. What Nigerians require now is leadership, saying that with good leadership, most of the problems that are facing Nigeria will disappear, saying that we don't have leadership and we don't know whether we have a president that takes decision at all, saying that he is surprised that the government would sign in trillions of naira to purchase arms. Then you hear that the arms were not purchased, and at the end, you compensated the service chiefs to be ambassadors. I wonder what kind of system is that. It was surprising to me when I heard one day that somebody, I can't recall if it was his driver, brought a paper for him, that is President Muhammadu Buhari, to sign, and he signed a document worth billions of nairas, and later the man was arrested that he deceived Mr. President. How can a president sign such a dubious document? The Rivers governor queried rhetorically. Wike, who further alleged that the president was sick and unfit to discharge his statutory duties properly, hence the challenges that Nigeria is facing, has refused to go away, faulted President Muhammadu Buhari approval of the 2022 budget. And probably as a result of this was why the APC stalwarts in the state actually said that Wike is not fit to become the president of the nation as well. 1985 led to the spontaneous demonstrations across the country by students, and of course, a lot of damage was done in the process. That means that the government must be humane. The Nigerian president cannot be sympathizing with Americans over the tornado that killed 80 people last week, while in Nigeria, children and adults are killed daily. You cannot be talking about what is happening in another country when yours is on fire, because charity, they say, must begin at home. In the past, when serious tragedies occurred in the country, while the president was outside, he had to come back, and not these days where you have tragedies in Nigeria and the country is jetting out. Every citizen still have still ought to have access to education, health and employment as contained in Chapter 2 of the law. And if you are not employed, and this will shock you, the government is supposed to pay you unemployment benefits. Under Chapter 2, the government shall pay a living minimum wage, which cannot be 30,000 naira under the current economic situation in the country. Pensions shall be paid to retirees. Even though this section is not justifiable, the National Assembly shall make laws that will make it justifiable. One of such laws is the National Minimum Wage Act, while another is the Pension Reforms Act. Others are the Children Act and many more. But these laws, which are welfare laws, are observed in their breaches. Hence, about 60 million children are currently out of school, whereas every child is supposed to be in school. The government is supposed to build well-equipped hospitals so that our people can live healthy lives. I was shocked after a trip to Cuba, corner country that has resources, a country of 12 million people which depends on sugarcane and tobacco, that education is free for everybody, while health is guaranteed. In fact, the life expectancy in Cuba is higher than that of United States of America. Yet, it is a very poor country by all standards, but it's about the priority of the country. And what makes our leaders, what makes our difference is that our rulers, because I don't call them leaders, travel abroad to treat preventable diseases, whereas the poor people die here for the same illness. This is happening despite the fact that up to 1960s, presidents of foreign countries were coming to Nigeria, especially to the University College Ibadan for medical treatment, just like our rulers now go abroad for treatment. And shamefully, even when they are in London for treatment, they turn their houses to a Mecca and expose their country to ridicule. Some of you are in Lagos and have been told that Lagos is working. How can Lagos work when you have had a ruling party for the past 22 years? Yet, some hospitals have no bed, no equipment. It is only in Nigeria that it can happen that way. I have traveled to many countries, about 50 of them, but I have never observed where vendors mount commercial vehicles like Mulwe, be selling drugs, oh my God, selling drugs, or people selling drugs at motor parks. Worse still is that a lot of these have expired. Look, no responsible government will allow that. Look in Benin Republic, our next door neighbor here. It is a criminal offense to sell drug outside a pharmacy. So when you are talking of good governance, it covers all aspects of our lives. Rule of law is key, and human rights must be respected. And when you talk about the rule of law, that the government must rule according to the law. And when he was asked about what he sees about the recent travel ban on Nigerian by the UK, he says that many Nigerians travel abroad with COVID-19 certificates, but it was discovered that many of the certificates are fake. And what a serious government should do is to verify where such certificates were issued to ensure the colossal international disrepute to which our country is exposed to, and stop. Thanks for listening.